Okay, so hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Joshua and this is Rooftop. In today's workshop, we're going to be creating a Christmas tree made out of paper. Now, this seems to be someone who's sending quite a lot of likes. Well, that's an excellent way to start. So, thank you so much for doing that. And yeah, so today we'll be making a Christmas tree out of paper. And we had made one previously, in case you missed out. We had made one just like this. So this is one we had made last time, but today we'll be making something slightly different, you could say. So let's begin. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some origami paper, and then I'm just gonna fold it in a way that I can. Yeah, let me show it to you this way. Oh, Kashinath, right. Thank you for that. So I'm just gonna turn it in like this. Okay, and this is basically what we're going to be using. Right, so I'll just turn it a bit more. Now, even though I want it a bit thin, I want it to be slightly pointy from the top. Right, so I'll just adjust this a little bit. So Kashinath, how are you doing? Now I will take my glue and just apply it here. Try to apply it as thoroughly as possible. So I put some glue there, and then from the inside I will just flatten this out. Oh, I seem to have broken my pencil tip, but that's okay. We can always sharpen that. Okay, so just like this, we have made the base now. But you see, we have this part over here very uneven. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten this out like that. I'm not going to crease anything. I'll just flatten this out and then take my scissor and chop it up basically. And this is what we need. So you can see there's still a bit unevenness over here. So I can just fold it down like that. My day is going great. How about you? So any great news? Christmas is coming. I think that's the best news I have so far. Unless you're talking about something specific, then I'm not quite sure. Okay. Now what I can also do is, and this one's a little bit of something extra. You can think of it as a technique to learn. Right, so there is a bit of this folding upwards, not quite visible, but I want to apply some glue in there. I'll just take this and apply it like that. Just for my own security, I guess you could call it. Yeah, I mean, Christmas can be a nice time. So, what plans do you have for Christmas? Do you celebrate Christmas? I can start off with that question. Okay, so for my own satisfaction, I'm going to just be a little bit picky with the roundness of this. Okay, so now this is going to be the base of a tree. It is a cone shape, and then I will take a brown sheet of paper and then just roll it up. So I will start off by just applying some glue like this. Just like that. Make sure that you put enough glue. And then I'm going to roll this up slightly thin, not too thin also. You don't celebrate Christmas. Okay, that's not an issue. Yeah, I think this thick should, I'm hoping at least, should be enough, because I put down the glue. Yeah, that seems good. But of course, we're not going to keep it this long. We'll keep it like, say, until here. Yeah, New Year's around the corner. That is also very true. Okay, so I have this part down. All right. Now I'll just make sure that this is properly put. I'll have a look at it. Yeah, that seems good enough. Okay. So now, oh wait, hold on. This might become even shorter. Okay, no issue. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and just slightly cut it out like this. You know what, I'll just apply some glue first and then I will do the cutting. Apply just about enough glue. No amount of glue is enough glue. Okay, then I'll just spread this outward like that. I think you know what, I'll put the glue on the inside actually. If I put it on the outside, it could stick, but it won't entirely stick properly. So I'll just put glue over here. Okay, just like this. I'm gonna double, triple, quadruple layer it. Okay. Now I'm going to just push this inside until it entirely gets fixed. There you go, just like that. But now we'll make sure that it is straight. Oh, I'm sorry if it goes out of frame. Yeah, that seems good enough. Okay, so now that we have this one done, the next part is super easy. So what we're going to do is, now you see I have this part already cut out. So now I will just cut little strips like this. Just like that. And then I am going to roll this again. The only reason I'm rolling this is so that what we're about to do will be a little bit quicker. Okay, so I'll keep it here. And then just cut long strips like this. Okay, like that. Then I'm going to open this. Just like that. Okay, and we are going to stick it onto the tree now. So I'm going to take this and then just stick it over here like that at the bottom of the tree. Okay, and before I do that, I'll just give this a few random crumples upward. I mean, right now it's down, but when we do stick it, it's going to be facing upwards. So if you don't have origami paper also, you can just take your regular paper, create this the same way, and then sprinkle some paint over it. And what I mean by sprinkle is you can take some paint on your brush. Yeah, so this is what you need basically. You can take some paint on your brush and then just, spray it like that. Just like this. Now let me just see how low do I want it. Okay, that seems good enough. Just like this. Try to keep it in a straight line as much as possible. So there will be a few wrinkles that do end up coming in between. Okay, just like this. And whatever wrinkles are there, just flatten them out. Because then we'll be adding more layers to this. Yeah, there you go, just like that. Now the issue is over here. Let me just, on the inside, right, I want this to stick properly. It has a tendency of moving. Doesn't seem to come out, but it does move a little bit. Then I will take another sheet of green paper. So here I think like a drop of water fell, but that's not really gonna matter because we are going to chop it right out. Oh wow, just behind the line. Okay, so again I will take this and roll it up. Okay, not so thin also. Let's see. Okay, we have this here. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay, like this. And I will cut it up. There you go, like that. And then I will open this. Nice, look at that. So it's really simple. If you go to see, now all we need to do is just, you can be a bit rough with this. We just need it to be a little random and going upwards. We'll come back after 5 minutes. Yeah, sure. You can take your time. By the time you come back, I will be done with at least half this tree. Okay. I'll put this down here. Oh, I'm almost out of glue. What do you know? I think this is the first time ever since school that I'm seeing a glue or a glue stick actually get over before getting lost. Okay, like this. Now I will apply this, maybe see somewhere around here, like that. Okay, just like this. Okay, and we want to make sure that, so now since this is conical, right, it is going to slightly warp itself. Like it is going to be a bit slanting. If you see this, it is slanting. So we'll try to avoid that from happening. So I just remembered a way that we can avoid that from happening, which I will just show you in a second. So whichever part is coming out, right, like this, you can just take a scissor and cut those areas. Because I remember for tattooing they do this. Since your arm is very, it's not exactly cylindrical, before putting the stencil down, they will cut up bits and pieces of the corner and start applying it. So just like that, there you go. Just like this. There. So can you see the concept? Okay, so even if this part comes out, you know what, let me see. That was easier than expected. Okay, so I think I'll put that in later. Oh, I see what happened. So I had put glue at the bottom as well, right over here. So when I put it in, it got stuck onto this more than the tree. Okay, so now I will take this one as well. So as you go closer to the top, the smaller the circumference is going to be. Like this. Again, we don't want to make it too small also, just like a firecracker size. Okay, and then now I will cut this. So even just 2-3 cuts are enough because there are so many layers to this. Yeah, there you go. Now I can just make it like that, and now once I open it, there will be some resistance, but it will already be folded upwards. And then maybe if you want to add some extra curves a bit in between, you can do that as well. Alright, now I will take my glue stick, spread all the way down. Okay, and then I'll just start adding some little cuts in between. Now I may not need this much, but I know I'm going to end up having to cut some parts or the other, so I might as well put it down earlier than later. Okay, I'll put this down there, fold it, put this one also down. Oh, maybe I should have made the cuts a little bit longer. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Then you can put your finger inside and press it from both areas to keep it in place. Yeah, look at that. Nice. And it's almost seamless. It looks like you're just peeling out from there itself. I'll just keep this here. Okay. Now this also. So what do you guys think about this? Now, once I am done with this, I will show you not just this one, but the one we made previously. And you can tell me which one do you like better. Both are done very differently. And on the both, well, as you can see, I clearly have an office behind the studio. Okay. I'm glad that they've toned down a little. Maybe not. Okay. So I'll make this cartoony firecracker pop or a TNT kind of pop effect, and then I will open it. Just like this. And then I will apply the glue. You know what? Before I apply the glue, I'll finish both actually. So this is a relatively pretty easy way of making a Christmas tree, but the only thing is, when it comes to making these little fellows, it takes a little bit of time. Just like this. Okay, and now I can cut these slightly longer, and when I do cut, right, I will make sure that the opposite side of this cut is the middle of one of these strips. That way I don't have to just get splitting in half. Yeah, there you go. Now I can take this a little bit higher. Ah, look at that, perfect. And then turn this once again, flatten this down, turn it again. So now, right, with this, since we're reaching the top, I can start facing this, in a higher direction, like slanting, but upwards. So you are almost done. Yeah, like I said, by the time you're back, hopefully I am almost done with this. Okay. This, oh, I have some sticking to my finger. Okay. Lovely, look at that. And now the final one. Again, I'll put the glue stick first because the paper will split otherwise while I am trying to cut it. So it'll go back and forth here and there. So the closer we get to the top, right, with the smaller circumference, the smaller the gap I'll keep between these cuts. Daydream. Okay. In case you're wondering why I said that, I was singing a song in my head and I mispronounced the lyrics, and instead of correcting myself in my head, I said it out loud. It's just like that sometimes. Okay, and now I'm not sure how much of this is visible, but I'll try to show you as much as possible. Here. Okay. So I'm gonna tilt it upwards. One second. Okay, now that I'm at the very top, I can start coming downwards a little bit. Otherwise, this paper will lose support. Just like that. Yep, just like this, and now I will just press it down a little bit. Lovely, look at that. It happens to me too, so you're not alone. Oh, I'm glad I'm not alone when it comes to that. Okay, now once I put this in, yeah, there we have our Christmas tree, but not yet. What I'll do is I will just, there you see, it's gotten stuck down there. So I'll just unstick that. This is going to be, I think, a little too... So I'm trying to think of a way to tuck in. Okay, I think I've got an idea as to how I can make this part stick on the inside of the tree. Now, logically or theoretically, it works in my head, but if I put it in like this, yeah, oh, sorry, out of screen. So I can use this part to just push this part upwards and then stick it, and then make it stick onto the tree from the inside. So let's put that to the test. If there are any engineers watching me right now, I hope you're not crying. Okay, that should be presumably enough. Now I'll just make this part a little tighter. Okay, I'll take this, put this on the inside like that, and now with this paper, just push it in. Yeah, that actually does seem to be pretty good. Maybe just to confirm, I'll use my scissor. So the way I'm using my scissors, I'm not just pushing it in like that. I'm putting it on top. So I'm putting it on top and then pulling it down. Like that's what I'm doing. Or else I might just end up removing it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, come on, come out. That looks so cool. I love how simple but fascinating it is at the same time. So now if you want, you can add some decoration also onto it. Would you like me to add some decoration to it, or are you going to try it yourself and then send it to me on the group? What do you want me to do? As for decoration, you can cut small pieces of colored paper and then just sprinkle it around, and at the top you can add a star. So this is what we have made. Like I said, I had made two, one last time and one today. Last time being, I'm not sure how long it's been. I think maybe the day before. The day before was, oh yeah, it's a Saturday today. I forgot about that. I was like, the day before is a Sunday, so it can't be. But Sunday is clearly tomorrow. So these are the two different trees that we had made. This one we made today, this one we made whenever I made this. If anyone remembers, you can let me know. Yeah. So these are the two different types of Christmas trees you can make. So let me show you over here. I don't want it to be too far up also. I like the colors. I think this yellow or orange light is making... Okay, I looked at the light for too long. Yeah. So I think this orange or yellow light is making this green look much more vibrant. I feel like creating a mini set in a way. Yeah. So this is what we have made. This is the Christmas tree from today, and this is the one from last time. So I hope you enjoyed this workshop, and you can let me know which one short stream today. True. But as long as it's not getting too boring, because sometimes when it gets long, it can get a little bit boring, which is very much understandable. So I'm keeping a few short streams also, so that you all don't get bored and you can do whatever you're doing as well in the house or in the office, and also learn something. So let me know which one of these do you like, either the one we made today or the one we made the other day. Let me know in the comments, and I will see you all again at 5:30. So take care and bye bye.